Hello, fellow stackers. This is Cactus Jack, and as you can see, I've got some new additions to the family and to the coins bullion. Some nice copper there. I'm sure Pirate Stack will be interested, but that's not what this video is about. This is part two of my fish roast. Now, as some of you may know, I hate to tattle, but my video was taken down by YouTube because I guess my video on fish hit a little too close to home, and he tried to have it removed. And then when that didn't work, he photoshopped a copy of me in a picture with Donald Trump in a MAGA hat. And then, of course, YouTube had to act right away because, wearing a MAGA hat and being anywhere near Trump, that's a hate crime. So they got my video taken down. Luckily, my Boston roots came in handy because there's some vicious lawyers back in Boston I know that owe me some favors. So the video was put back up. So I hope in time we can heal those wounds. I like fish, and I know it was a very traumatic event for him, but he did ask me to roast him as he did everybody else in the community. So, toughen up, Buttercup. So anyway, part two. So we left poor Fish on stage next to Senorita Della Tight Grip and the donkey, and his pants were down at his ankles. Not the donkey's, but Fish's. The crowd was laughing and chanting El Gupo, which, as you remember, is Spanish for little guppy. Full of anger and humiliation, who wouldn't be? Fish quickly bent over to pull his pants up. Unfortunately, the donkey was standing directly behind Fish as he bent over. The donkey's eyes became as large as saucers as he stared at Fish's naked bottom. In that instant, the donkey realized he had found his true love. He wasted no time displaying his affection for Fish. When Fish realized what was happening, he quickly turned around, but as he did, his feet became entangled in his trousers. Fish fell forward and threw his arms around the donkey to keep from falling. The crowd went wild. Fish found himself face to face with the donkey, their lips touching. Oh, my goodness. "Give them the honeymoon suite," came the cries from the crowd. That was the loudest. Some of the other chants I can't even mention here. The owner of the club, who was obviously a marketing genius, he ordered his minions to bring him the wedding dress from backstage costume room. He knew that he had to act quickly to take advantage of this unique opportunity. Within mere minutes, two muscular bouncers had put the wedding dress on Fish. By now, Fish was completely sober and realized his predicament. Well, desperate times call for desperate actions. Fish quickly grabbed his backpack from under the table, and using his jump school skills, he leaped onto the back of the donkey and kicked him with all his might. They escaped through the back exit and into the alley, with bouncers, the owner, and Senorita Tight Grip in hot pursuit. Racing down the streets of Tijuana on a donkey wearing a wedding dress made quite a sight. But for Tijuana, nobody really paid attention. Off into the night the bride and groom raced, deep into the desert. Finally, they ran into a caravan of people heading to the U.S. border, seeking freedom. Fish offered the guide the donkey if he would take him to the U.S. border. Soon they came to a hidden tunnel. This tunnel was later named the AOC Tunnel of Future Constituents. The guide had the fight of his life holding on to the long donkey as Fish ran into the night towards San Diego. He made it to his mother's basement safely and collapsed in exhaustion. But after only an hour's sleep, Fish heard muffled sounds coming from his backpack. When he opened it, he was astonished to see two leather pouches chewing on gold pesos. The one we now know as Senor Poucho quickly showed Fish pictures of him on stage in the wedding dress with the donkey. He threatened to post them on social media if Fish didn't let him and his little brother Speedy stay with him and feed them gold pesos whenever they wanted. Despite being blackmailed, Fish took a liking to the little guys. Years later, the two brothers became a hit on the Inefficient Stacker channel. their popularity has helped pay for their voracious appetite for gold coins. Fish is still wanted in Tijuana for grand theft donkey, but even if they find him, the chances of extradition are slim. Thanks to Fish's quick thinking and bold escape, the stacking community has been given the gift of this caring, generous, if flawed, leader. Please promise to never bring up that night to him or mention Tijuana. We can't afford to lose him. He is delicate. His psychiatrist has asked me to ask you to just, let it go. This will be the one time. This is a cleansing effect we're having on him. Now, I wish I could say the story ends here, but new events have come to my attention, and there will be a part 3. I hope you stay with me on this journey. Thank you.